Hey, don't be an Instagram creep, okay? If you're following people, like, comment, interact with them, right? If you're following somebody and you never interact with them, you're just basically scrolling aimlessly and you're not actually taking any control or intention over your life. You're just waiting to be amused, right? If you can't even take control of when you're scrolling, of why you're scrolling and who you're actually following, like I don't like going on Instagram or social media too much. I like to post and ghost, as they say. But when I do go on there, like I like to interact. Like if I'm gonna follow somebody, I'm going to make sure that I am liking, I'm commenting, I'm making sure the reason why I'm following that person is intentional, right? Like there's no way in life that if you don't act with intention, you're going to get what you want. So if you just keep scrolling aimlessly and never actually interact with the people that you want to interact with, or more importantly, like you never unfollow the people that you actually have no interest in, then like how do you expect to take over, in a actual life situation when somebody treats you shitty, right? Like you'll just keep that person in your life. You can't even unfollow somebody you don't even know. Like how would you imagine that scenario going out, right? Like you have to take control over your feed, right? Like your feed for your Instagram, because we all spend time there. It's a digital economy nowadays. And if you can't take control of curating who are you following, what do you like to learn from who you're following, what do you want to, like I follow people from all over the world and it enhances my perspective, right? Last year, I think I traveled to 8 different countries, and in those 8 countries, now I created connections where if I ever want to go back to Spain or Colombia or Mexico or Canada, any of these places, well, now I have connections and I interact with them on a regular basis and see, hey, how are you doing? What's going on in your life? Anything fun going on? That's awesome. I'd love to join. That's how connections are made. And now you can travel all over the world and you have connections with people wherever you may be. It is vitally important if you do this. This is how you create a life on your terms. It's with intention. I talk about this often. There's so many people out there that never act with any type of intention. But if you can't even act with intention on your own Instagram feed about who you're following and interact with those people, because if you're interacting, that means you like them for some reason. Like you shouldn't be following people you don't like. And if you don't want to interact with them, why are you following them? So that's the first piece. Like take control over your feed. Like if they're not bringing any value to you, well, don't follow them. Like you don't have to follow me, but like thousands of people watch my stories all day, every day, and like less than 10% of people ever actually interact. And it blows my mind because I'm like, imagine one of these kids, right, that's looking at my feed and maybe getting value from all this stuff, and then all of a sudden one day he thinks how I could help him, and he reaches out to me and he asks me for a favor. But he's never interacted, never liked, never commented, never done any of that stuff, but now he's asking me for a favor. Why would I don't even know who you are. You know who I am because you've been watching all my stuff, but it's a one-sided communication. I've never interacted with you. I don't know anything about you, but now you're trying to ask me for, a solution? That's asinine to think. So imagine if that same person would have liked all my stuff, maybe commented here and there, said, that's awesome, keep going, that's great. And then one day, right, something comes up and he thinks I might be able to help him. Do you think I'm more likely or less likely to help him if he's been talking to me, we've been interacting? Obviously, I'm gonna be more likely to help and be more generous of my time with somebody like that than somebody that's never even interacted with me and then all of a sudden starts trying to take from me. Stop looking at the world as just aimlessly scrolling and take intention into what you're doing every day. If you're following people and you're scrolling and you're watching their stuff, like it, comment on it, say hello, right? Like if I just see that you watch my stuff, it's like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like you probably would feel the same way. Like these people are watching my stuff and they never say anything. They're just kind of creeping. Don't be that person, right? The people that interact with me, now I have built relationships with. Don't you want to build a relationship with you do want to just like live in your parents' basement and like continuously scroll and comment meme posts on stupid people. Like, it makes no sense to me. But stop being an Instagram dork, okay? Interact, say hello, like, do all that stuff here. So like, if you watch this video, you thought it was valuable, like, comment, subscribe, like do all these things, because if you want something from somebody, don't just be a backseat driver. Take control of your life, right? So like, comment, subscribe. Come follow me over on Instagram, MOVMATT, and we out. Peace.